Arthur had gone to the small Norfolk town of Dis, not to feed the ducks at the mere. He was just looking for a good deal on a ribeye. As a self-proclaimed bargain hunter and amateur griller, he couldn't resist the sketchy neon sign down the alleyway that read, "Fresh cuts, deep discounts." He pushed open the creaky wooden door of the butcher shop, expecting a grumpy guy in an apron. Instead, he found himself facing a horrifying reality. Hovering in the doorway of the back room were the beef curtains. They weren't made of fabric. They were literal, dripping strips of raw, marbled flank steak hanging from a rusted rod. And as the tagline on the wall ominously warned, "Walk in, never walk out," Arthur blinked. From the slimy, meaty folds, a single, unblinking, bloodshot eye stared directly into his soul. A pale, gray hand reached out from underneath the dripping flesh, clawing weakly at the floorboards. "Oh, gross," Arthur said, taking a step back. "Is this local or imported?" The eye blinked, looking incredibly confused. A wet, echoing voice boomed from behind the meat. "I am the consumer of souls. Step through the flesh threshold and face your eternal doom." "Look, man," Arthur said, crossing his arms. "I appreciate the commitment to the theme. It's very avant-garde, but frankly, the food safety violations here are staggering. Do you know what the FSA would say about hanging raw beef directly over a high-traffic entryway? The cross-contamination risk alone is a nightmare." The hand on the floor stopped clawing. "Wait, what?" the voice hissed. "I'm an ancient cosmic entity of slaughter. I do not care for your mortal health codes." "Well, you should," Arthur replied, pulling out his phone. "Because if those curtains rub against my jacket, I'm going to have to dry clean it, and that's a 30-pound fee. Plus, look at that marbling. It's actually not bad. It's a shame you're letting it spoil in a drafty hallway." The giant eye narrowed. Are you critiquing my terrifying gateway to the underworld? I'm just saying, if you slice those curtains up, threw them in a nice marinade with some soy sauce, ginger, and brown sugar, you'd have a killer stir-fry. Instead, you're using them to jump scare people. It's a waste of a good bovine." The pale hand slowly retracted back under the meat. There was a long, awkward silence, save for the rhythmic drip, drip, drip of blood onto the hardwood floor. "Everyone else usually screams," the entity murmured, sounding suddenly very self-conscious. "They scream, they run. I drag them into the abyss. It's a whole routine." "Well, I'm a pragmatist," Arthur said. "Anyway, do you actually have any ribeyes for sale? Or is this whole shop just an elaborate trap for the damned?" The beef curtains parted slightly. "We have some frozen burger patties in the back chest, but honestly, the vibe is kind of ruined now." "Fair enough," Arthur sighed. "I'll try the supermarket down the street. Good luck with the eye thing."